life just kind of happens that it's like, nah, you're not getting what you want right now. You might get it in the future, but this ain't it for you, sis. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Judy here with my Life as Kikay. On this channel, I create videos on product reviews, makeup tutorials, and lifestyle advice with the aim to entertain, educate, and enrich the lives of others. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'd love for you to join the Kikay family, and if you haven't yet, then why not? I'd love to have you join. It'll mean the absolute world to me. So today, I just wanted to do a chill style of get ready with me type of video. It's gonna be a long one, so if you are prepared to hang out with me for the next hour or so, then welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I've got my notes here because, like, you know that I'm gonna go on a tangent. I mean, but let's be real, even with my notes I know that I am gonna go on a tangent. I'm gonna be using my James Charles eyeshadow palette to create a makeup look. I have no idea what makeup look I'm gonna go with, but honestly this video is not about the makeup look that I'm gonna come up with. I just have so much to talk to you about, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to concentrate on actually putting this makeup on my face, but we'll see. Whatever look I come up with, I'll try and keep it interesting. Putting makeup on my face while talking to you guys is definitely more interesting than me just sitting here for half an hour and talking to you, because that's just boring. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about my life and a general update of what's been going on. There's a lot that's been happening, and I've been meaning to update you guys for a little while now, and I really wanted to share with you guys what's been going on, but I just either felt the time wasn't right, or I haven't been feeling up to talking about any of it. It's been a hot minute since I did a Chatty Get Ready With Me. I think the last Chatty Get Ready With Me and life update I did was October last year. I'm just gonna get started on my face while we're at it. My face is really glowy, and not in a cute kind of way. I've just moisturized with some glycerin this morning, so that's why my face is really glowy. So yeah, the reason why I haven't really updated you guys about what's been going on is because life just ebbs and flows in a way that you don't really know what to expect or what's gonna happen next. And sometimes you just need to wait for the tide to subside and the sun to shine again before you can even feel like you can begin to live life again, much date talk about it to other people. So if you follow me on my Instagram, you'll probably be able to pick up a few bits and pieces from my stories or my Instagram caption posts that my husband and I have recently separated. I've never actually said that outright directly online anywhere on my social media, and so I hope you guys can understand. So I hope you guys can understand that I can't really go into the finer details of it right now, as it's still very raw and recent for us, even though it's already been 4 months. So we broke up on New Year's Day. Best New Year's Day ever. It's probably been one of the most difficult and heartbreaking things that I've ever gone through. Like, I've gone through some heartbreaking things in my life before, but just when you thought that you were on the way to having a family and that you'd found someone that you could live the rest of your life with, and that gets dashed to the ground, it can be a bit difficult. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the most difficult things that I've ever gone through. But right now, I'm just trying to get past that. Maybe in the future, I will be able to talk about it, because I know that there are elements of this life experience that I'm going through that other people will be able to learn from, and I can actually help some people from my experience and how I'm getting on with it and how I'm moving on with life, and I'm not actually falling apart and quit my job and cease to live. But yeah, just right now I want to be respectful of my ex's privacy and give us both some time and space to heal. So I hope you guys can understand why I'm not going into the details of everything right now. Also, if I talk any more about it, I'm gonna cry. You really won't gain anything beneficial or of value from me if I'm a blubbering mess. So I'm not really gonna go into it. It's just been really, really rough, and I haven't been in the best mental state for the last 4 months. So I'm just trying to give myself time and work my way through it. And I'm not gonna talk about it today because I'm so exhausted and tired of crying. I've just about had enough of it. I don't want to cry anymore. I think I've almost cried enough tears in the last 4 months to float me into the afterlife. So yeah. So that's the general gist of it. I'm single again, and I'm just trying to move on with my life in a positive and a mentally healthy way. So in other news, very, very, very exciting news, you guys. I bought my first home. I have been waiting so very long to be able to tell you guys that. I pretty much started looking for a home almost immediately after we separated. I decided that at that point in my life, nothing was going to hold me back from achieving everything that we had been working towards, and one of those things that we were so close to doing together was buying a house. I decided that if there was anything in my life that I could control and could take charge of, that was one of the things. And so I almost immediately contacted a broker and started looking for properties to purchase. I was pre-approved almost immediately. The bank had no problem pre-approving me for a loan because I have a salary paying job, I have absolutely no debt whatsoever, and I had a decent amount of savings as well. As the broker put it, my whole situation was pretty vanilla. No kids, single, no debts, straightforward loan, smaller amount because I'm a low income earner, well, low-ish income earner. So yeah, I talked to a broker and I started looking around for some properties. I was looking around for a few weeks and I was starting to get a little bit discouraged because I was trying to be realistic about the areas in town that I could and couldn't afford, and I didn't want to spend too much money because I don't have a lot of money, and also I didn't want to put myself into too much debt that I wouldn't be able to handle, because now that I'm by myself, I won't have anything to fall back on except me. So I started looking around town for more places. I asked a couple of friends for help, people who had bought and sold houses and who had contacts within different agencies in town. And it got a little bit discouraging after a while when I couldn't find anything, because I was kind of lowering my expectations and being realistic about which parts of town I could and couldn't afford. I didn't want to go too cheap, but I didn't want to overborrow what I could manage. And I still wanted a place that would have a decent resale value. So after a few weeks, a friend of mine who heard that I was actually looking for a place came to me and he was like, hey, I have contacts with different prolific real estate agents in town. And he put one of them in contact with me, and it's actually an agent that I've actually been serving for years and years and years. She used to be a regular at my old job, and now she's a regular at my new job, coming in for coffee nearly every single day. And so she came to me and she was like, I'll look after you. I'll find you a place, just you wait. I'll find you something that you can afford. I told her my price range. I told her what I was looking for. At that point, I was saying, I'm just going to look for a 2-bedroom house because, being realistic, that's all I can afford. After only a week of her knowing that I was looking for a place, she comes in for coffee one morning and she goes, I have the perfect place for you. You need to go have a look at it, and you need to hurry because this place is going to be sold by the end of the week. When she told me the area, I was so freaking excited because it's actually a really good area in town that I actually didn't even have any hopes or any expectations of actually being able to afford anything in that area. So the same day that she came to me with this place, I organized to inspect it the next day. I went and had a look at it, hung around for a few hours, then I got a friend of mine to come out and have a second opinion of the place. He said it looked all good. From what he could see, it looked all good, and I got a thumbs up from him. The same day I made an offer, it got accepted, and within that week we organized a building and pest inspection. It all came through all good, everything was fine. There was a couple little minor defects that need a bit of fixing, but nothing majorly structural. So all of that was done within a week. I got the ball rolling with my broker. The bank approved the loan, mortgage papers, and the contract papers for the sale of the house were signed, all within a fortnight. So it was only about a month and a half after my ex and I separated that I actually purchased a house, or was in the process of purchasing a house. Like, I wanted to update you guys about this so much because I'm so excited, but I didn't want to talk about it or be excited about it prematurely. But as it is right now, the recording of this video, I've actually had notice from the agent that the tenant has moved out and that I'm able to have an earlier settlement. So I'm just in the talks with my solicitor, and she's in the talks with the vendor solicitor to try and figure out a settlement date. It's proving to be a little bit tricky because of all the public holidays that have been going on, Easter and Anzac Day, all within the space of a week. So it's been a little bit hard to pin down all the people who need to be involved in order to make this settlement date happen. So it's been a little bit of struggle, and it's kind of frustrating to me because I'm so ready to get into my own place. But you know what, it is what it is, and what's another couple weeks in the grand scheme of the 10 years that I've been working so hard to save up to buy my own place. I never expected that I would be doing it alone, and I never actually wanted to do it alone because for me, buying a home means having a family. But yeah, here I am. This is the part of my life that I'm able to control and I'm able to make happen. So I have made it happen, and it's happening. I'm so very excited. So yeah, I'm moving houses, you guys. This is a very exciting time of my life for me. Also quite overwhelming. I've been able to collect some boxes from work, so I don't have to like really run around to look for packing boxes. But honestly, I don't know where to start and I'm kind of procrastinating. I think I've packed up 3 drawers in my kitchen and my bed linen shelf. That's about all I've packed. At this point, I don't know exactly when settlement date is, and if everything goes well, hopefully it'll happen within the next 2 weeks. If that's true, then I'm fucked because I haven't packed anything yet. I don't have a massive place where I am right now. I have everything that I need and probably a little bit more things than I actually do need. I don't want to take everything with me. I kind of want to declutter and go through everything that I have and not have to take anything with me into my new place. Because when I get there, there's a few things that need to be done. It's an older brick veneer unit and the walls badly need a coat of paint, and I need to rip up the carpet because it's foul. But everything that needs to be done on the place is all just cosmetic, and there's nothing that a coat of paint and new floors won't fix, like in that place. I can already see how it'll lift up the whole place and majorly benefit the overall aesthetic of the entire unit. So yeah, it's a 2-bedroom unit, and what I'm most thrilled about this, guys, is that it has a study. So not only does it have 2 bedrooms, I'll be able to have a guest bedroom, but I have the study for my filming room. I actually am going to have the reality of a filming space. Like, I'm so happy I could cry because I was never expecting to be able to even have that. I was thinking, okay, well, I'll have to settle with a 2-bedroom unit and sort of structure the spare bedroom as my filming room and the guest bedroom if the time came where it was necessary. But as it is, with the place that I've just bought, I could even rent out the spare room and still have my filming room, which I'm so thrilled about, guys. Like, I never in my wildest dreams expected that I would be able to do that, but here I am with a 2-bedroom house and a study, and it's not just a pokey little 1 single bedroom. It's like a decent sized study that I could definitely see myself setting up an entire filming space in. Like, it's not massive, but it's not a pokey little study as well, so I'm so incredibly thrilled with that. So I'm really excited to get into my new old home. So I'm gonna do a house tour, you guys, and I'm gonna update you all on all the stuff that I'm gonna be doing in that place. I'm just so excited to make it my space. It sounds kind of sad, but never in my whole life, including my childhood growing up, have I ever really felt at home anywhere. In the places that I've lived ever since I moved out of home, even in this little flat here, like, it's been my home for about 5 years now, but I've never really been able to personalize it and make it my own because, like, I mean, I'm renting. Even when my ex and I lived in this place together, we were never really able to settle down because it was just too small to settle down in. Like, it was always going to be a temporary space. So now that I've finally got my actual home that I have purchased and is mine, I know in my heart and soul that I'm able to pour all my love and passion into the place. And even though having my own home has always meant that having a family was never that far away for me, because in my mind, buy a home, have kids, settle down with my husband, live happily ever after. But you know what? I've had a bit of a setback, and basically all my hopes and dreams have been dashed into the ground, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But now I know I'll get there eventually. Setting up my own place, it's gonna provide me with a really happy distraction until I'm happy again without needing that distraction. Does that make sense? I hope so. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated as well as I do that. I'm hoping to be able to vlog the whole packing and moving and decluttering and packing up my home process, and then I might just do a separate video for when I'm renovating my house. So while I'm really excited about this new thing, like, it's massive for me to finally have a home and have my own place, the past 3 weeks I've been especially down and out, like in the absolute dumps, and I've been unable to snap out of this really funky mood. I've been able to put a smile on my face and go to work and do my Instagram stories and smile for the photos, but I'm really super scrambling for the motivation to film. And it's really only in the past couple of days but that I've been able to actually scrape enough motivation to actually film. Last night I filmed 4 videos. Today I've scraped up enough motivation to write my notes for this video so that I don't go off on too many tangents. Like, I know I will, but like now. I think in the last couple of days I've been able to scrape up enough motivation to actually turn on this camera and start filming. I think it's probably with the impending pressure of my move coming up, and like I know I have to get my gears going so that I won't miss an upload during moving week, whenever that date may be. Still trying to sort out the settlement date. And you know what, also building this channel to become a job for myself in the future waits for no one, no matter how shitty you're feeling. I know that the hustle's gotta keep happening, and I know that while everyone says, oh, take time for yourself, look out for yourself, like I know that even a single week of missing uploads is gonna make my channel suffer. So I have to keep on putting on a smile and just get on with the program. Like even though it's not my full-time job, like I'm hoping it'll one day become something that I can do that as. So like I gotta hustle now for what I want in the future. So even while I've still been working my full-time job and working here on my YouTube, I still have to remind myself to give myself some time, you know, and allow myself these moments where I just let myself be human. I have to really make a conscious effort to not wallow in my grief. It's just so easy to stay there and not even try to get to a better place. So it's just kind of like trying to find the balance of allowing myself to grieve the loss of my husband and to take a break every now and then and balance that out with getting on with my life and going to work and getting this YouTube thing done and just making it happen. So you know, even in spite of all of this heartbreaking stuff that I've been going through, I still haven't lost sight of everything that I'm working towards. That's what keeps me going, my goals as well as my full-time job. Like I have not taken a single day off, except for my weekends, since my ex and I separated. I went to work the very next day. I haven't missed a single day since. I haven't missed a single upload since. I'll be 100% honest here. Some days at work have been an absolute struggle. Some days I find myself tearing up while I'm stocking shelves or clearing tables, or even when a regular customer asks me how I'm going, I find myself tearing up. I just push through it and just get on with my job because it's my job. Honestly, my job right now is what's keeping me sane. It gives me a reason to get out of bed in the morning. It gives me a reason to get out of the house. And it also has me surrounded by other people and gives me about 40 hours plus of distraction a week from the throbbing pain in my soul. My work colleagues have all been so incredibly supportive and kind. From the day they knew that my ex and I were having problems, they've been there with me or in my really sad days, and they've just been supporting me and being really kind, and I'm really thankful for them as my workmates, but also them as my friends in life as well. So yeah, motivation has been a bit of a struggle for me in the last few months. It's just really hard for me to get up and going with anything. Like, I'm not even kidding, like anything. And I haven't missed a single day of work, but when I get home from work, that's when I fall apart. You should see the state of my flat right now. I mean, I am moving and I've got some things out of places than where they normally are kept. I have boxes and shoes and clothes and everything is everywhere. This is not me. This is not my life. This is not how I live my life. I usually have everything in its place. This is just doing my head in. Having my life so messy and unorganized, and some of it, like this mental state that I'm in, I feel like has been kind of like out of my control. I didn't ask for this to happen. I don't know if this is depression. I don't think it is entirely, but it feels a whole lot like I felt like almost 10 years ago when I know I was actually going through depression. So at least like now this time around I'm actually aware of it, and especially now this time of year, it's autumn and it's getting into the colder months and the evenings are really super cold. Partner that with my lack of cuddles for the night. Like I've been so used to having someone else in my bed with me, but now that I'm alone I get really super lonely, especially at night, and it's just I just get really affected by the cold. But you know, at some point I just decided it's time to pick myself up and just get on with things, even though it's the last thing I feel like doing. The last thing I wanted to do this morning was anything but be a functioning human being. Like, it might seem like an insignificant thing, but I washed my dishes this morning and I made my bed and I put away my washing and I started to prepare for this video. And you know what, honestly, I'll be real with you, I still feel like absolute shit. But at least I feel like a little bit more like a civilized human being and not living in a pigsty. I'm not a dirty person, it's just my place is really untidy right now, and just one thing out of place is untidy for me. So yeah, a little bit OCD in that. Maybe I need to just take a chill pill in that area sometimes. I just need to keep on reminding myself to be kind and gentle with myself and be forgiving and just give myself some self-love and care. And I think that being alone again has been teaching me that even more. I just kind of lost sight of what it was to love myself and be happy by myself, because I would never actually by myself. I've always had someone there, and now that I'm actually alone and single again, I'm rediscovering what it means to be happy in myself and to be content in myself. I'm just rediscovering what it's like to be single again, but happy, you know? It's just been really tough because I've been in a bit of a slump about literally everything. I question everything, life and love as I knew it. We're getting really deep here. I wonder if I even know anything. I wonder if I'm even like what I'm doing with my life. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it means that I've been stretching my mind and expanding my mental horizons and challenging my expectations of myself. Sometimes I feel like I could do more or feel like I should be doing more. Sometimes I feel like I'm not really ever doing enough. Like, I work full time and then I come home and work on my YouTube channel, but I still feel like I'm not doing enough. And I beat myself up about it because when I look at my life and every single aspect of it, I've had to build and work for and create everything for myself. Nothing was ever given to me, nothing was ever handed to me, nothing has ever come to me easily or just simply fallen into my lap. Everything that I have and everything that I am, I worked for and I created all by myself. I've had a bit of help along the way and support from people, but ultimately I am where I am because I worked for it. I've had to go out and create absolutely everything for myself, and like, I love that. Like, I'm a self-made woman but you know, sometimes I have moments of weakness where I wish like I could have at least one thing going for me. I wish something good would just fall into my lap, but you know what, like, that's real life. This is real life. This is my reality. Sometimes I have to remind myself to be thankful and just like pull myself back down whenever I'm feeling discontent. Think back to where I was several years ago and realize that I am right now where I would have liked to be 5 or 6 years ago. I definitely have achieved and progressed in life. I just feel like sometimes I should be doing more, I could be doing more, and that's just the perfectionist in me. And I think that's something that I have had to learn and remind myself in the last several months, that every day is a learning experience. As long as you have goals and you're pushing yourself to achieve and to perform and you are working towards them, like I'm not a lazy person. I've just always been self-made and self-motivated to keep on doing things and achieving goals and working towards something. While that is a good thing, I feel like it can be a little bit to my detriment because sometimes I forget to stop and enjoy life and just appreciate what I have achieved so far. If I really think about it, I've done pretty well for myself, but I'm the kind of person that I don't want to dwell too much in that sort of thought, because then I know me, then I'll get content with where I am now and then I won't push myself to perform or to do better in the future. So that's just the kind of person I am, that I just want to do more and achieve more and be more, but at the same time I need to teach myself to be happy and content with what I have now and balance that out with my passion to achieve my goals. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. So anyway, enough about the sadder things in my life. I'm just gonna actually update you guys about something that I talked about in a video a few weeks ago. I was talking about the product Glycerin. I did a video on that. I'll leave that video linked in the description box down below. I talked about the skin health benefits of Glycerin. I kind of just stumbled across this product Glycerin when I was doing my search for more affordable skincare. This ingredient Glycerin kept popping up in a lot of makeup and cosmetic products. If it's such a good product, then like, why not try it as an actual pure skincare product in and of itself? So that's actually what I did. I cut out everything else, like literally every other skincare product in my routine. I cut everything out and I've only been using Glycerin. Well, I've been washing my face with sensitive skincare soap, but I've been only using Glycerin as my moisturizer and my skincare morning and night, and my skin has stopped breaking out like a mother effer, and it's just been amazing. You can see my skin right now. This is all mostly just scarring. I probably have one active pimple right now and all the rest is just scarring. The texture in my face has gone down. I cannot believe at how well this product Glycerin has worked for me. And you know what? Glycerin isn't a new thing. This product has been around for forever and an age. Were you guys around when Nikki Tutorials, I think it was Nikki Tutorials, started using the Nivea Men's Shaving Balm as a makeup primer, and that whole thing went viral. It was almost like a trend, and people were buying the Nivea Men's Shaving Balm. It was going crazy, and that stuff was like selling out at the shops because people were going crazy using it as a makeup primer. And people everywhere were saying, oh, this stuff is amazing, it works so well for me, my skin looks amazing under the makeup. And you know the reason why that Nivea Men's Shaving Balm works so well for so many people as a makeup primer is because the second ingredient, or from what I have researched, the second ingredient in that men's shaving balm was glycerin. And so when I discovered the actual pure ingredient itself in this form, I thought, why not try it? I've got nothing to lose. My skin was already really shit at that point, and the bottle itself was $8.50. At this point, I've probably spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars in my skincare routine, and I thought, hey, I'll try this. If it works, cool. If not, I haven't really lost anything. Yeah. That's my update on glycerin, guys. The texture on my skin has gone way down, like way down. I still do break out mildly, especially like in the hormonal area, but the state of my skin is probably as good as it ever has been as the times when I've been using actual skincare products. It's absolutely incredible. So if you have a chance to check out glycerin and use it as part of your skincare, then you do that. Check it out, let me know what you guys think, and I'll keep on updating you guys to the benefits that it gives me. I feel like if it was gonna actually break out my skin, or my skin goes haywire, then I feel like it would have already done it at this point because I've been using that as my only skincare for about a month now. So I feel like I found a winner. I haven't actually heard anyone talking about using just glycerin as their skincare. Let's make this information go viral, guys, just like the Nivea Men's Shaving Balm thing went viral. I want people to know that there are affordable options out there for skincare, and if it's something as simple as an $8 bottle of glycerin, then why aren't people talking about it? Maybe the skincare companies don't want us to talk about it, even though it is like a very widely used ingredient in so many cosmetics and skincare. Maybe they don't want us to talk about it because they want us to keep on buying their skincare products. Oh, I've got a breakout there, but that's because I'm on my period. So anyway, for having talked about some of the most difficult things in my life, I think my eye look has come out pretty good. I'm just gonna go in with the rest of my face, going in with glycerin after talking about it all. It is quite sticky though, so if you do not like a sticky consistency, then skip it because it feels like you're kind of like applying watered down honey to your face, and the stickiness doesn't really go away until you powder down everything. And if you're someone with really oily skin, maybe it might work for you. I would be interested to see how this product works for people with different skin types, but I have combination skin, but my skin actually has not been dry or patchy ever since I started using glycerin. Well, I've been consistently using it, but I haven't had any really major dry patches on my face since I started using it. Now, I've done a project pan, and this is what I have in it right now. I'm gonna go in with some hydrating primer, but you guys, I kind of feel like I don't need the extra hydration simply because the glycerin in and of itself is so already very hydrating. So I'm actually just using that Mecca hydrating primer because it's in my project pan and I feel like I need to use it up. My face is gonna be super uber dewy, and that also brings me to the foundation in my project pan. It's the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and it's also very sheer dewy type of foundation. I'm not really into it and I absolutely hate the way that it applies on my skin, but I have it in my project pan. I kind of feel like a cop-out if I stop using it because it's in my project pan and I feel like I have to use it up, and it's the most expensive foundation I have, but like I hate it so much. I really don't want to put it on my face, so I'm just gonna be a cop-out and use my L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. This one's my holy grail. Absolutely love this, and it applies really beautifully over the top of my face as well with the glycerin. I know it is a matte foundation, but it marries really well with the glycerin and still ends up giving me like a nice dewy sort of look. I do set down my face still because I don't want to end up creasing everywhere. I just cut off the top of it because I'm that kind of bitch. Towards the end of the day, my face has a really nice glowy shine to it and not in a gross way, and that's all because of the glycerin. I'm gonna keep raving about it till this glycerin awareness becomes viral. So, you know guys, in other news, there has been a brand new addition to the family. My sister had a brand new baby girl about 3 weeks ago. So if you follow me on my Instagram stories, that's the cute little thing that I've been sharing, holding in my Instagram stories. No, it's not my child, although I wish she were mine. I do wish that I had a baby right now because that's one of the things that I've been wanting so bad for so long. But anyway, that's beside the point. This new little girl, she is so beautiful. Her name is Jane with a Y. It's so cute. My sister's family, her and her husband, both have names that begin with the letter J. So they just went all in and have named their 3 kids, all with names beginning with the letter J as well. So they've just completely owned the letter J. I've been going over some evenings when I don't have work the next day and just been holding her for a few hours. Newborns, especially breastfed newborns, smell amazing. And this little girl is so precious. And like, while holding Jane has brought me so much joy, it's also brought me a lot of sadness and pain. Like the other night, I was there up until about midnight, and driving on the way home, I was bawling my eyes out. Because while I love my sister and her family, just being there with them, seeing my sister interact with her husband, it kind of sort of like reinforced the loneliness that I have been feeling and experiencing the last several months. I had the hope and the dream of having a family and children and a home. It was like within my grasp, and then everything fell apart so quickly before I knew it. Like, I'm single again and I have to start all over again. Find someone, get to know someone, like date them, and I don't know, it's just, I have to start from absolute scratch again. I don't know, it just all kind of came crashing down in on me on that night when I was driving home after holding Jane for a few hours. I just felt really lonely and really sad. I should stop talking about this, I'm gonna cry again. That wasn't my reality right now. I know it's gonna happen. I know one day I will have all these things, but it's just really tough when I thought it was going to happen in the next few months. Like, I thought surely by now I would be pregnant and expecting a child and in a home with my husband, but that's just not the way that life has happened for me. You know, at some point, even though you might have all these goals and dreams and aspirations, sometimes life just doesn't work out the way you want it to. For me, instead of beating myself up about it and feeling like I should have done more, like, I gotta understand that not everything is in my control. Like, sometimes these things just happen and I need to learn that just to roll with the punches, you know. And while life has been giving me a fair few punches and not very many helpful hands up in life, like, life's a bitch sometimes, but you know, I know I'll get there eventually. And I think while all of these feelings and emotions of sadness and grief and loneliness is natural, I know that I will get there again eventually. I've just had a bit of a setback and it might take me a little bit longer to get there than I originally thought I would, but I will get there eventually. It's just my biological time is ticking, and I just feel like I should have been there already, but I'm not, so I just need to deal with it, you know? Okay, this video is gonna be a million billion years long. I'll see you guys, I don't know when this video is going up, but I want to say a huge massive thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. My channel has finally hit 1,000 subscribers. If you've been subscribed for a while, then you'll know that I've been working so very hard to reach this milestone within 12 months from when I started my YouTube channel. So I'm so incredibly thrilled that we have actually reached this goal of 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube. Not only did I need to reach 1,000 subscribers as my goal, but I also needed to reach 4,000 hours of watch time. And not only did I hit that goal of 4,000 hours, I reached 5,000 hours of watch time before I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. It means the absolute world to me that you actually watch my videos. It's mind-boggling to me that there is 1,000 people in the world who have seen my videos and who have hit the subscribe button. So thank you so much. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but the reason why I was so keen to reach this goal of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time is because the YouTube rules and guidelines stipulate that every content creator needs to have at least those numbers on their channel to show growth before they can monetize their videos. So now that I've reached those goals, my YouTube channel is under review by YouTube to see whether or not I comply with the YouTube rules and guidelines before they can approve my channel for monetization. So So if you guys start seeing ads before my videos, it means that my channel has been approved for monetization, and it would mean the world to me if you let those ads play. Like, I know ads are annoying, like I skip them, but if you let those ads play, then it means that I earn a little bit of AdSense revenue back. Like, it's really not that much. I've done a bit of research, and you have to reach thousands and thousands of views to actually make your AdSense income a viable option as an income. But it's definitely a start for me to be able to have my channel in a place where I am able to have ads played before my videos, or during, or middle, or wherever the ads play. I don't know. That's where my channel is right now, and I'm so incredibly thankful for the support that all of you guys have extended to me, and the congratulations that y'all have extended to me after hitting our 1,000 subscriber goal. Definitely still just the beginning of the journey. It's really only just a drop of water in this proverbial YouTube ocean, but we'll get there, and one day I will be able to say that, you know what? We built this up from the ground up, and if you're here right now and you like remain a loyal subscriber, then in a few years from now, hopefully you'll be able to be like, I was there from the beginning. And I'll be like, hell yeah, you were. So anyway, back to my moving house thing. One thing I'm most excited about in being able to have my own place is the fact that I can decorate the place exactly how I want. So my whole taste and style is like crisp white. Like, I know it sounds cliche, but I like crisp white lines and simple things. And I want green pot plants everywhere, and candles, and having sort of like a really nice, soft, simple, maybe provincial style sort of home. When I move into my unit, I want to paint the walls white and rip up the carpet and put a neutral sort of vinyl flooring down. Then around that, I can just decorate in how I want. And not only that, giving the home a neutral palette will also raise the resale value of the place, because then people aren't stuck with maybe like a pink wall that someone's put up because they like pink. Not everybody likes pink. I mean, like, so I want to decorate the house and create a blank slate for me to actually decorate and create into something that I love. I feel like my style has really changed over the last several years. I used to love the colors black and red and deep, brooding, sultry sort of colors, but now I'm just sort of like, no, give me crisp, white, bright, simple spaces with some beautiful greenery, and maybe some soft throw pillows, and a nice couch. And you guys also, several months ago, well actually this is about a year ago now, I started a project where I bought 2 couches off the Facebook Marketplace, and I started sanding down the frames, and I chalk painted the upholstery on the couches. I'm gonna see if I can find some photos of it, and I'll leave them like up here for you guys to have a look at. But I am a little bit crafty and handsy in that way. I've almost had them finished. I've got them sitting in mom and dad's shed at their house, simply because I don't have space where I am right now, and I just kind of not lost the interest, but lost the motivation to do it, because buying a home with my ex was sort of pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and I'm thinking, well, I'm not really gonna have a space to put these couches anywhere soon, so I kind of like stopped working on them. But now that I have my home and I'm moving into my own place, I actually have a garage there where I will be able to continue these sort of projects, and I will be able to continue like creating pieces for my home that I know I'm going to love. I sanded down the frames and varnish stained them a deep mahogany. It's really, really pretty, and then I chalk painted the upholstery white. So I'm really excited about having them finished and sitting in my new home and being able to style around them. Actually, after I painted the upholstery, it wasn't actually that soft and comfortable to sit on anymore, but I mean, they're pretty to look at, so at least I got that going for them. Another thing I'm actually really excited about in having my own place is that I'll actually be able to entertain and have people over. And not only that, I actually have a spare bedroom for them to stay in now if they wanted to stay overnight. In case you couldn't tell, I'm excited. So I think my style with interior decorating is somewhat provincial. I want my home to be my haven, to be the place where I escape to. I know I'm going to be still having my filming area in my home, but I'm going to have that in a whole separate room, and I can close the door on it when I need to escape from it. And so I'm just really excited to have this space exactly how I want it to be. It'll be a bit of a work in progress, because obviously once I move in, I won't be able to afford everything that I'd like to do to the place. So it's going to be a process, and I want to do a vlog updating you guys on the whole entire process, but it's going to take a little while before I can actually give you guys like a finished vlog on anything, because nothing is actually completed. Like at this point, I haven't even moved into the place yet, but it'll happen eventually, and I'm really, really excited. I'm just sounding like a broken record at this point. So if you're still here at this point in the video, thank you so much. I just wanted to quickly talk as well about dating. So I feel like for me, part of my healing process is trying to get back into the dating game. So obviously over the past several years, I have been a married woman, and I have had eyes for no other, and that was all well and good up until the point where I was alone. So I have kind of forgotten what it's like to flirt with someone, what it's like to get back into the game of getting to know someone. I've just forgotten how to do it. I've forgotten how to flirt, even to just start up conversations with people. I'm not a shy person, but when it comes to talking to someone with the intent of talking to them to try and get to know them better, because like, hey, I'm interested in you, I'm kind of awkward when it comes to that sort of thing. So I've been trying to practice at work because I have a lot of male customers come through, and I just try and talk to them like a normal person and not be weird and dorky. It's so strange how you can talk normally to someone, but when you start talking to someone because you are trying to practice how to flirt or because you think they're cute, that's when I get awkward and really I say stupid dumb shit. I'm just trying to learn how to date again. I think in this day and age, people have forgotten how to have a conversation simply because everyone's so busy on their phones. Like, is it GIF or GIF? But GIFs are so readily available at your fingertips that they can send a GIF through without having to actually say what you're thinking or what you're feeling or have a conversation about whatever. You can send an emoji to say something for you. But that's not words, that's not conversation. I think people have forgotten how to have a freaking conversation. In real life now, people just go straight to sex because it's easy. You don't have to talk when you're having sex. I'm not all about that. Like, I want to get to know someone. I'm trying to build relationships here and get to know people, but just the phase of trying to meet someone is hard enough in and of itself. Like, the town I live in is so small. It's way too small to f around in, and I'm not looking to f around anyway. Getting to know people is a lot of hard work, man. I thought I was done with the dating scene. I'm trying to be positive about it. Ooh, I like that mascara. You know, I'm trying to be positive about it. It's something that I've just gotta go ahead and do. And you know, I'm just gonna try and enjoy it. There's no point moping about it. I have to just go ahead and meet people, get to know people. When it's just getting to know people, that's easy enough. But when you're trying to find someone with the intent of getting to know them in a more intimate relationship-y type of way, that's when it gets hard to meet people, because all the good guys in this small town are already taken and ain't nothing left for me. Another thing I'm learning through all of this is that I'm trying to not rush into anything. I thought I was in control of everything. I thought I had my plans in place. I thought my life was happening exactly how I wanted it to, and then life just kind of happens that it's like, nah, you're not getting what you want right now. You might get it in the future, but this ain't it for you, sis. I know it's still early days. I need to give myself time to get over the pain and the baggage of the whole breakup, but in the meantime, it doesn't hurt to practice getting to know people, right? I should have done eyeliner before I did my mascara. Shit. Anyway, I can't do eyeliner on camera. I'll be right back. So yeah, you guys, that's basically my life update right now. That's what has been going on with me for the last few months. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you do, you probably did pick up a few bits and pieces of some things that I was going through. I've never actually directly said online that my ex and I have separated, and I didn't feel like it was the right time or place up until just recently, where I felt like I was getting to a point where I was okay to talk about it. Just want to thank you guys for being there, supporting me, being there for me, sending me messages of encouragement, letting me know that I'm gonna get through this, and I know I will get through this. It's just a really, really shitty time. If you're going through something like this, then you gotta know that you're not alone. Something that I've really discovered that has helped me through the last few months is actually accepting the help that people have extended to me. Being able to share to some people about your struggles is one thing, but actually accepting the help that they offer in return is another. Like, I know it's really hard sometimes to be like, oh no, I don't want to bother them tonight. They're probably asleep by now. I'm not going to call my friend. If they have said to you, I'm here for you, I'm available to talk whenever you want to talk, them extending that invitation is there for a reason. If they're a close enough friend and they're saying to you, you can call me anytime, we can talk anytime, then they mean it. And it's also up to you to actually accept that help that they're offering. So part of me being able to get through this and not to give up hope for the future is to actually hang out with people and accept the help that they are extending towards me, because they are my friends. Now I'm gonna put lippy on. I can't talk while I put lippy on, so I'll be right back. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video right here, guys. I feel like it's gone on a whole lot longer than it should have anyway. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thanks for listening to what I have to say. It means a lot to me that you guys actually have been asking me for a life update or a chatty get ready with me. So here it is. I've been wanting to make this video for a little while and update you guys what's going on, but I haven't really felt ready to do that until today. And while I know I haven't really given you a lot of details about exactly everything that happened in the breakdown of my marriage, I hope you guys know that I'm okay. My ex and I are okay. He and I left on as good terms as possibly could be expected in a breakup. I wish him all the very, very best, and I know that he wishes the same for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're still here, thank you so much for listening and just hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed, then please do so, and ring the bell if you don't want to miss any of my future videos. You can also follow me on my social media. Instagram is lifeaskikay. I update on there daily, and I do try and get on there on my Instagram stories if you guys want like more recent day-to-day sort of updates instead of having to wait for a chatty get ready with me life update sort of video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really truly appreciate that you've chosen to spend your time here with me today. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So today I just wanted to do a chill get ready with me. So today I just wanted to do a chill get ready with me. So today I just wanted to do a chill get ready. It's not starting out well. And share the I'm hoping that one day it'll become. There's a spider on my wall. Let's stop recording for a bit. Damn it. I just broke my blush.